you know, I look at the instructions and then I use my own common sense and alter them sometimes, and sometimes that works and sometimes that doesn't. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Veronica and I'm a part-time reseller, and today we're going to do something on this channel that we normally don't do. We're going to do a how-to tips and tricks type of video, which is a little bit out of my wheelhouse, not gonna lie. Normally I film a lot of hauls and unboxings and thrift with me's and what sold on this channel, also random vlogs and car ride-alongs, but today I figured we're gonna do a little bit of a how-to, mostly because I actually have something to do that's reselling related that I haven't seen a ton of videos on. I'm sure they're out there, but I just figured why not make my own. And what we're doing today is we're going to try to remove some color bleeding from a garment I picked up. I will show it to you in a second. It's beautiful and I think I can get a good amount of money for it selling it online on Poshmark or eBay or Mercari, but it does have some color bleeding, which means that it will probably sell for less unless I can get it out. So that's what we're going to attempt to do today, and we're going to use a specific product that I like to use whenever I deal with a situation like that. And if you have never heard of it, it's the Carbona Color Run Remover. It looks like this. It's a little shiny right now because my ring light is very bright. Obviously this video is not sponsored, but hey, if you want to sponsor me, here we go. So the Color Run Remover, it works pretty well if you have like some fresh color bleeding, like if you're really messed up and you threw in a red sock with your white t-shirts, you know, that kind of thing, and everything is pink. It works pretty well then, but I've also used it on items that I picked up from the thrift and that were white with like a colorful pattern and had some color bleeding on that, and it's gotten most of it out in the past. I've also used it when I messed up and had, you know, darker items with colorful items in the dryer together. Yes, I've done that, and it works in those cases as well. So it's always a little bit of a gamble to see if it actually will remove the issue that I'm seeing with this garment that I'll show you in a second, but we're gonna try it out. And if it doesn't work, then it's just gonna be a fail video, and then maybe I'll try some OxyClean. But in general, this is usually what I go to first if I have specifically a white garment that has some sort of colorful print, or in this case embroidery, and that has some color bleeding. So let me show you what I got, and then you'll understand why I'm even going through this process and why I even picked it up in the first place. This tunic, I think it's a tunic or a dress, I'm not sure. It looks like it could be Johnny Was, but it's not. But man, look at how pretty it is. It has the little pom-poms on the sleeves, and it's heavily embroidered in red and blue and yellow. I just showed it in a haul very recently. I picked this up from my Honey Hole thrift store, and the brand, I still don't know how to pronounce it. Oh my god, so horribly prepared, but it's Tyler, I think it's Bö, because it does have an umlaut on the O, and as a German I would say Bö or Bö. I don't know though. It might just be bow or something like that. Anyway, size small if you're interested. Has like the tassel ties, and this beauty has a little bit of color bleeding. So I first saw it over here at the sleeves and also at the hem. It's so even on the sleeves though that it doesn't actually bother me that much, but it might bother somebody else. So I don't think this pink is intentional here on the sleeves. And then also at the hem, but that's honestly not my main concern. It does have some color bleeding though, that's very obvious color bleeding over here on the inside of the collar, I guess. I don't know if it's showing up, which is also not a big deal because this is literally tucked in so you can't tell. But then there's also a spot right here, and then there was a spot in the back too that now I can see because I'm looking at my bright lights, and yeah, I can't find it. So it's down here again. I don't know if it's showing up. It's not very bad. It's not very strong, but I would like to get it out if I can, and I feel like there's probably something else I'm missing here. So we're gonna try it. I haven't washed it. I haven't tried to get it out another way because I figured this pretty much looks like it's not a stain, but it's color bleeding from the red embroidery here. So we're just gonna go for it, and we're gonna try to get this particular one out, and then also the color bleeding back here. Now with this, oh yeah, there's also a little bit down here, so it's kind of like all over, so I hope we can get it all out. If not, I think this is pretty enough to still sell, probably though not for as much. The comps look pretty good. I've not looked at the specific item, but based on the style, I think it'll do well. I think it's going to photograph really well, and I would like to get a good chunk of money for it. I don't know how much yet, but again, we'll see how this comes out, and then we might talk about some comps and how much I think we can get for it. So with the Color Run Remover, you can either use it for a whole wash load of clothing, then you need 3 of these packets, or you can just do it for 1 garment and then you need 1 of these packets. Full disclosure, I've had color bleeding on garments before, and I just used half of this just to see if it works, and it worked and it was fine. And yeah, I still had the other half and used it on another garment, and I got more use out of it. I buy these on Amazon. I'm sure some stores have them as well. I never looked. It kind of depends on where you live, I guess, and what kind of stores you have near you, but Amazon definitely has these. I bought 2 packs just in case. So basically, what you do is you put your item in a bucket or a sink or wherever with hot water, as hot as the garment lets you. So let's check our care tags real quick. I may not have care tags on this, so that would be fun. I'm pretty sure it's just the cotton blend, but let's make sure anyway. Okay, so it is 100% cotton, exclusive of the embroidery, and it says it can be washed at 30 degrees Celsius, so that's not super hot, but we're gonna try our best. I do not have a thermometer, full disclosure, to figure out how hot the water that's coming out of my faucet is getting, but I'll just do my best guess for that. So basically what you do is you put your garment in whatever bucket you're using. This is what I use usually when I need to soak something. Fill it with 3 to 4 gallons of water, and then you dissolve 1 pack of this in there. You don't add detergent or anything else, and then you put your stained garment in there, make sure it's fully immersed, and stir it for a minute or 2. And then you're supposed to take it out, rinse it, and wash it, and hopefully your staining is gone. Full disclosure, I've definitely let it soak for a little bit longer than that. It didn't really have a negative effect at all. So again, this is kind of why I don't do how-to videos, because I look at the instructions and then I use my own common sense and alter them sometimes, and sometimes that works and sometimes that doesn't. So I know people out there on the internet are judgy, so if you are, sorry, this might not be the video for you. But anyway, we're gonna try this. We're gonna use half a packet first and see if that works. If not, then we're just gonna do another round. All right, let's fill it up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Obviously keep out of reach of children, etc. And like I said, we're gonna take about half or so, dissolve that, and yeah, see what we can do. Maybe a little more. If you're interested to see what's in it, lots of things I cannot pronounce. 15 to 30% sodium dithionite, maybe, optical brighteners, perfumes, linalool, and limonene. I don't know what any of that means. Or you can just check Amazon. I'm sure there's a picture of that on there as well. Okay, so we stirred it up real good, and now we're gonna grab our garment, put it in there, and keep stirring it, and hope for the best, I guess. Put her in, make sure she's immersed, stir. It's very hard to stir, I will say, once you have that heavy garment in there. But we're hopeful. In a perfect world, we would be able to already see the color bleeding coming out. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Oh, well, you know what? You know what? It just might. Oh my god. If this works out perfectly, I'll be so proud of myself. Look at this. This is where it was, right? With the pom-pom hem here. So this is working quite well. I'm actually a little, not that I'm surprised that the product is working, because I've used it before and it has worked, but I'm really happy that it's working so fast. That is definitely good news here for me. We're gonna give it another whirl here. Probably gonna leave it alone for a minute or two because I actually do have some shoes to clean. So I'm gonna leave that for a minute. I'm just gonna leave it alone, let it do its job, wash my hands, clean the prices off some shoes, and then we'll come back and rinse her, and fingers crossed that all the color bleeding is gone. Okay, so moment of truth, we're gonna rinse this and see what happened. Okay, so from what I can see so far, it looks pretty good actually. Also, in case you're wondering, I don't normally do this in my kitchen, but I actually have laundry going in our bathroom where the washer and dryer is, where I usually do all my cleaning, and so it's kind of loud and annoying, and I also don't have as much space to film, so I figured this makes more sense. Wow, okay, so I haven't even rinsed it yet, but I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to see what you can see here. Probably should move my arm. But this stain in the front is definitely gone. This one's gone as well. And look at this. Color bleeding down here at the sleeves. Gone. I can't really tell if it's really all the way gone throughout, but I'm gonna say it probably is, because this is looking pretty dang good. I don't know if you can tell. I will definitely take pictures and film this when it's all rinsed and dry and such. It's probably gonna take a while, but man, so far I'm really happy with the way this came out. So good news, I can upload this video. In the back here, there's a fuzzy. Again, haven't rinsed it yet. This one seems to be gone as well. This was right here. And I think there was another one down here, so really happy with that. Let me rinse it. Okay, I'm not gonna wring it out too much because it's gonna go in the washer anyway, just to, you know, roll around for a minute, and then hopefully we will not have more color bleeding after I put it through the wash. But yeah, this was pretty good. I'm gonna film the outro real quick and then insert some pictures as well so you can see the final product once it's washed and dry. While you're at it, hit the thumbs up. Can you see my thumbs? Hopefully. And also subscribe if you're having fun so far. Okay, so the tunic or dress, I still don't know what it is in the wash. I put it on cold, delicate, you know, all the good stuff, just to be really careful. I also threw in one of these Shout color catcher sheets, which you guys probably know if you're a reseller, but if you don't, these are also a really good item to have in your cleaning and washing arsenal if you do sell clothing and if you do wash your clothing. Not everybody does, I understand that, but if you do, then that's something you should probably have in your house. Yeah, so this is the stuff I used to remove the color. From what I can see so far, it came out really well, but I will insert some pictures over here once it's actually dry and steamed and looking all good and ready to be photographed. I am going to be taking pictures of all those details anyway, so you will be able to see just how it came out. I'll also insert some pictures of the areas that previously had the stain. Full disclosure, I did not take pictures of those areas previously because I showed it in the video and I hope it's coming across, but I probably should have done that. But next time we're gonna do an experiment like that, we're gonna do that. But yeah, again, this is what it's called. It's the Carbona Color Run Remover, and as you saw, it works really well. It may not work like that every single time you try it, depending on the fabric, the type of color transfer, that sort of thing, but I'm really happy it worked out this well for this garment, and I really hope I can make a good profit off of it. I got it at my honey hole. If you have not seen that video where I showed it, I will link it up here. It's kind of like a ride-along car vlog, and I really only briefly haul the items at the end, but you will see it in there, and you will probably also see the color run and hear me talk about it. So if you had a good time today, do hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you want to come back for more, please do subscribe. Hit that bell notification as well so you get notified whenever I post new content. Again, this channel is all about thrifting, reselling, specifically reselling clothing and shoes and such. So if that's something that you would like to watch, and if you want to be part of this community, I would love to have you. Say hi in the comments if you're a new subscriber, and I will hopefully see you soon in another video. Until then, cheers!